What's going on, guys? Hope you're doing really well. Welcome back to another SuperMayne video. This is going to be a really quick video, by the way. In this video, I just want to talk about the Moza Racing CRP pedals that I recently bought. I'm still obviously getting used to these pedals, and I'm still trying to get to grips with how these pedals work. However, when I was looking online to see if there was any videos to set these pedals up and help set these pedals up a little bit better in the calibration tool, I couldn't really find any. So it might be me. These are my first ever loadcell pedals, so it might just be me, and it might just be me being stupid. But I thought, you know what, I'll put this video out there just to try and help people, because it's a big problem I've had. And I've had these pedals for just over probably 3 days now. It was a big problem I had in the first couple of days trying to get used to these pedals and get them set up properly to how I like them set up. These pedals obviously come with a different set of springs, rubbers, and so forth that gives the pedal a different feel. And you need to obviously set that pedal to how you like to feel, how you like it to feel. I've tried to make my pedal as real to a proper car as possible. So the pedal's not fully stiff. It's got a little bit of a push on it, as you can see there. I can push my pedal on the and it will just about go up. And then all of a sudden it hits the hard rubber, and then you have to put that little bit of last pressure to reach the maximum. As you can see in there, I'm having to put a little bit more pressure to reach the maximum. So I've got about, I don't know, 70% on the pedal, and then I've really got to give the last 30% a bit of additional push. I like that feeling because it's like a car. So when I'm racing in fast corners, I've literally only just got to touch the pedal a tiny bit, just to give myself just a little bit of braking point. Anyway, so going into the Moza Racing setup, I was having a little play about with this, and it wasn't very clear to me at the time. And hopefully you can see this a little bit better. I'll move it over here because my ugly mug's in the way on the screen, and I can see it there. Right, so just open that up a little bit bigger. So you've got the clutch on the left, you've got the brake obviously in the middle, and then you've got the accelerator on the right. And what you need to do, if you make any adjustments to these pedals, I thought you just click calibrate. You don't just click calibrate. You click calibrate and you have to push the pedal down. So as you can see at the minute, my clutch is completely uncalibrated. It's when I push the clutch down, it's not going to 100%. And so what you need to do is click start calibrate. Once you press that, you then press it down. You let go of it, let the countdown do what it's got to do. And then once the countdown's done, you'll notice the clutch goes all the way to the floor. So as you can see there, the clutch now goes all the way to the floor. I'm not going to do it with my brake pedal, because my brake pedal I've got set really well, and I've saved the settings, and I don't know how good the settings are when they import back. But you do the same thing with the brake pedal. You press start calibrate. I would recommend, this is for your load cell, I'd recommend when you first do this, put it on 0, because this then gives you fine adjustment. So what I did originally was pushed it a little bit harder, as you can see there, and then once you've done that, you can then use this adjustment bar to just give you a little bit more finer tuning on your end point of your brake at a certain point. So I wanted to be at about 80% when I press it before I hit the rubber. So I had to adjust this a little bit. So as you can see at the minute, if I put that back down to 0, I am at the moment only at 40%, and I'm hitting that rubber. If I put it back up a little bit more, it'll go up a bit higher, and then so forth. So you can get it set to wherever you need to, and this is where I don't like it. And then you can get it set to wherever you need to, and then that gives me my finer margins that I can use in the game. So do the same, start calibrate, press your pedal to wherever you want it to fall, and then a little bit more, and then that gives you the full adjustment. Exactly the same with the throttle. Again, you can press the throttle, you can start calibrating. So again, start calibrating. I don't mind doing the throttle. There's a spring on the back of the throttle, so you can do it. You press the throttle down, fall to the floor, let go of it, let the countdown finish, and then that calibrates your pedal. It may have been me just being really stupid, because I've never had a low cell pedal before, and I've never had to set up any pedals, and it might be just the norm, but I thought I'd do this video so people can understand. You've also got this, which I really like, these different curves. I'm using the straight curves. I mean, I'm still learning to use, getting used to the pedals. I might find in the future that I use these different curves as to how the brake pedal pressures apply. I may use them, but at the moment, I'm going to keep them on the straight curves because the straight curves work for me. Again, exactly the same with accelerator. It may just be a little bit different as to how the pressure goes. So if you can see here, you've got a slower starting point and then it ramps up again to 100%. So it might be that it steadies out a little bit. This could be a really good setting for F1 2022, but I'm going to leave it on straight. It's a constant linear, and that's key to this. That is linear. So that is a full linear line. That's like a dynamic line, if you like. Then I'm really not sure what you would call that sort of curve. And that curve, again, this one here, the early stages of throttle is going to be really aggressive, and then it's going to tail off at the end. This one here is a little bit less aggressive, and then it obviously gets a bit more sensitive. Then it goes back to normal sensitivity. I like to keep it linear, which is 1 for 1, so every time it goes up. And that's it, guys. Really, really basic, straightforward video. I just thought I'd do it because I looked online and I couldn't find anything, and it was really annoying me. And again, what you can do, sorry, just before I close out the video, what you can do if you're really not worried, you can do set minimum. So at the minute, that's minimum for me. So I could click set minimum. So the point at the moment where my pedals sit, that's your minimum. You might think, actually, I want to set it there. Click set minimum, and you might want to start your pedal a little bit further. Don't know why you would want to do that, but it's obviously got the ability. Again, with the max, you might say, actually, do you know what? I want my accelerator to be 100% there, and click the max, and you could set that as your max limit there. I wouldn't use that. I would go straight into the more advanced tool there and use that one. And again, you'll notice that it's good. Anyway, sorry, as I was saying, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope this really helps you with the Moza Racing CRP pedals. I'm having great fun with them. I'm going to release a little review of them later on because I did an unboxing video, had a little go on them. I will do a little 10-minute review, I think, in the future. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.